YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are safe and healthy. I have a little bit of a cold, so if I sound a little goofier than I normally do, please forgive me. However, I wanted to jump on here today and show you guys a build that I have been having a lot of success with. This build is great for all content, but I mostly use it for soloing legendary missions. Let's jump into the gameplay, then we will follow that up with the build breakdown.
Your way.
Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed that gameplay. Here is an overview of the build. 4 pieces Negotiator Dilemma, 1 piece Grupo, 1 piece Fenris, and I am using the Gunner specialization, mostly for that armor on kill, but that is subject to change depending on your playstyle. For the primary weapon, I am using the FAL SA98 Para, and the reason I like this gun is because it does a lot of damage and it is also extremely accurate. I've got damage to targets out of cover, and then the talent Strained, which reads gain plus 10% critical hit damage for every 0.5 seconds you are firing, and this is going to stack up to 5 times. For the secondary, the exotic shotgun, the Scorpio, is always a great option. It does all of the status effects that you can imagine and is great for crowd control. For our first piece of gear, we are running a Negotiator's Dilemma mask, and we've got armor, critical hit chance, and a critical hit damage mod on this. For the chest piece, I am running a Grupo Sombre chest piece. This gives us 15% critical hit damage, and we've got weapon damage, critical hit chance, and a critical hit damage mod. And then the talent I went with is Glass Cannon, which says all damage you deal is amplified by 25%, all damage you take is amplified by 50%. For the holster, I'm running the second piece of Negotiator's Dilemma with armor and critical hit chance. Moving on to the knee pads, our third piece of Negotiator's Dilemma with armor and critical hit damage. On the gloves, this is our fourth piece of Negotiator's Dilemma. We've got weapon damage and critical hit damage rolled onto these. Now let's take a look at what the gear set offers. The two piece is going to give us 15% critical hit chance. The three piece is going to give us 20% critical hit damage. And then the four piece bonus says critical hits mark enemies for 20 seconds up to 3 marks total. When you critically hit a marked enemy, all other marked enemies take 60% of the damage dealt. Whenever a marked enemy dies, gain 2% critical hit damage, stacking up to 20 times or until combat ends. Last but not least, for the backpack, we went with the Fenris backpack. This gives us 10% assault rifle damage. We've got weapon damage, critical hit chance, and a critical hit damage mod. And the talent is Bloodsucker, which reads, killing an enemy adds and refreshes a stack of plus 10% bonus armor for 10 seconds, and the max stack is 10. For the skills, these are subject to change as well, depending on your playstyle. I like the Crusader Shield. It's great for corner peeking with a scope and offers a little bit of mobile cover. And then for the second skill, I go with the turret. It just takes a little bit of heat off you and does a little bit of damage as well. Here's a look at our stat sheet. We are at 58% critical hit chance and 164% critical hit damage. I will tell you guys that one change I am considering making is going from Glass Cannon to Perfect Glass Cannon, which is a Providence chest piece. So I would replace the Fenris, keeping the Grupo in that scenario. Obviously, the damage output from Perfect Glass Cannon will be substantially better, but I've also seen tests done where specific weapon damage, for example, the 10% assault rifle damage that is offered from Fenris is better used when at 50% or lower critical hit chance, and we are at 58% critical hit chance. So really, it just seems unnecessary for this build. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think or what you would change or do. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, be sure to leave me a thumbs up as it really helps the channel grow. And if you're interested for more content like this in the future, be sure to subscribe. Remember, life's a gift, but it's not always wrapped in a bow, so always stay dedicated and keep grinding. Thank you all so much for watching. We will see you guys in the next video.